Welcome to Exploring Life and Work with Patti. I am your host, Patti Oskvarek, a leadership and work-life balance coach. Are you a burnt-out, overworked, stressed-out manager or supervisor looking to find some peace, calm, and maybe a little balance in your chaotic life? Join me as we explore strategies to maintain sanity from chaos to calm. There may be at times some occasional adult language. Let the exploring begin. In this podcast episode, we'll explore an inflexible manager or supervisor's leadership style. Chuck supervises a group of employees. When he converses with them, he barks orders and has a hostile demeanor, and doesn't ask his employees how the projects are going. Instead, he looks for mistakes. Chuck walks around with an angry scowl and is very unapproachable. He yells rather than speaking calmly and shouts from his desk for staff members to come to his office instead of calling the person privately. He leaves his door wide open and degrades the staff about nitpicky things. It is not unusual for employees to feel sorry for that staff member, but is reluctant, even afraid, to reach out and comfort them in any way. Do you know a Chuck? What is an inflexible manager or supervisor? The inflexible manager or supervisor is arrogant, distant, unreasonable, and unapproachable. They are closed-minded to changes and will not listen to new ideas or consider different options or technology. The inflexible manager or supervisor promotes fear over staff to ensure they follow their way of doing things. Any kind of change is unwelcome or discouraged. Working with this type of leader stifles innovation and creativity, leaving employees resentful and unmotivated. What are some characteristics of this type of leadership style? Punishes for not doing things their way. It's their way or the highway. Don't listen or be open to any suggestions. Always right, strictly by the book or procedures. And their favorite phrase? We've always done it this way. Never says sorry, lacks empathy, jumps to conclusions before gathering all the facts. Do you recognize the inflexible leader in someone you work with, or maybe within yourself? There are times when all of us as managers or supervisors had to be an inflexible leader due to the situations or circumstances. However, what if a manager or supervisor needs to be more flexible? Here are some tips to encourage behavioral change in this leadership style. Self-reflect on the behavior you have experienced and be open to new team leadership concepts. Start asking questions, give good feedback, and encourage suggestions to improve engagement with staff. Create an action plan that includes leadership training courses and events to attend. Connect with a mentor who is a proven successful manager or supervisor. Hire a leadership coach. A good leader will let employees try new and different processes, especially if the current approach needs to be fixed or is outdated. Listening is essential to know what is working and what is not. Being approachable and welcoming is the first step to building trust and hearing people's feelings and new ideas. I would love your thoughts on this topic. Today's podcast affirmation: I am a good listener and leader. Did you find this helpful? If so, please share this podcast with others. Thank you for joining me, Patti Oskvarek, in this episode of Exploring Life and Work with Patti. To learn more about me and my leadership and work-life balance coaching, visit my website at www.coachingforinsp.com. Patti is spelled P-A-T-T-I. How about subscribing or following this podcast to get all future episodes? Until we meet again.